Hello, hello, Team Grand Rising. Today is June 17th, Women Crushing It Wednesday, and we are doing our digital flyer beginners class. We're going to take about 30 minutes to do two things today. We're going to do a rank up flyer and a launch call flyer. So the two apps you're going to need are Pic Collage. This is your canvas, right? This is where you're going to make things and bring it to Pic Collage, right? We're going to make some words and we're going to bring it to Pic Collage. We're going to get some pictures and we're going to bring it to Pic Collage. And this is where you put it all together. So remember back in the days when you would scrapbook and you would have your, your big piece of paper or your book. Okay, think of that as Pic Collage. Typorama is where I make fonts. Now, Pic Collage does have fonts. Sometimes I don't like them. It's not enough options. So in Typorama, this is where I will make some of my wording and then bring it to Pic Collage and put it on my scrapbook, all right? So just like you'll cut out things and put it in your scrapbook, that's exactly the concept. So Typorama, sometimes I use the wording, and you're gonna see that today, just because sometimes you need different type of font to stand out so it doesn't get lost on the flyer. I could show you better than I could tell you. So let's get into it. First thing you guys need to know is if you go to the Facebook page, okay, and you go to Legacy Worldwide, the group, all right? If you go to albums, you'll actually see rank up templates is one of the albums, okay? So let's say today we are gonna make, who's on the call? Let's make someone's flyer today. We are gonna make Adina's let's do P2000. Adina, we're gonna use you today. We're gonna make your P2000 flyer. Now, you can do either one of these flyers, all right, guys? You can do this one right here, or you can do this one right here. Both of these are approved by corporate, all right? Now, can you make your own? Absolutely. If you feel like you wanna make your own, cool. Some of the big things to stay away from is like income claims, right? You can't just make a flyer and be like, yo, so-and-so's making $100,000 a year now. Like, you're not really supposed to do that. So just be aware of those things. But other than that, you pretty much have freedom. I would say sticking with these two templates is the easiest way to go. I'm gonna start with this template, right? So I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna save photo. That's all I did. If I get too fast, blow up the chat. I'm watching, all right? So, oh man, I missed the beginning. Joy. All I did, Joy, is I went to Facebook and I went to the team page and I went to albums right here at the end, and there's an album called Rank Up Templates, right? So I'm gonna do a P2000 flyer. I'm gonna actually do both of them, okay? So I'm gonna do save here, P2000 flyer. All right, now I know I'm doing Adina's flyer, right? So what I'm gonna also do, since I'm on Facebook, and I'm gonna go look for a beautiful picture of Adina. She's like, oh my God, my Facebook is like live on the Zoom right now. Yes, it is. All right. Woo, girl, selfie queen, beautiful girl. All right, I'm gonna use this picture right here. So I'm gonna save this photo, all right? And now we're gonna go and open up Pic Collage. The only thing I've done so far is I've saved the photos I wanna use. I wanna save the rank up template, and I want to save the picture. Someone said there's 3 options of Typorama. All right, so I noticed that on Androids, you guys had different options for Typorama. We just gonna try them. Try the one that looks most like what I'm about to use, okay? Honestly, guys, if all you have is Pic Collage, you'll be all right. Okay, especially for what we're doing right now, you'll be all right. Typorama is a little bit of a level up. All right, so I'm gonna go to Freestyle on Pic Collage. It's gonna give me a blank template, right? And then I'm gonna hit photos at the bottom. This is gonna allow me to add my photos to this. We're gonna do a very easy, very simple flyer first. P2000, Adina's picture, right? So this is my P2000. Now I can tap on this and I can make it the background. But when I do that, see how it blows it up and like you can't even see it. So I'm gonna, when I go up, if you guys look up here, this back button, I can fix any mistake. So I know I can't make it the background because it doesn't fit. So what I have to do is just kind of open it, right? and just make it straight. Here's another trick, guys. I don't know about Androids, but I know about iPhone. Watch real quick. If I shake my phone, I can hit straighten, everything straighten. Y'all have no, if so you ever see Wanda out in public doing this, I'm making your flyers. So if you shake your phone, it'll straighten, okay? So I know for those of you who made some flyers, you're like, what? That's all. Dominic, yo, if you ever made flyers, you're like, what? I didn't know that. You're sitting here trying to perfectly get it straight. It drives me nuts, right? All right, so I have my flyer, it's straight. I'm gonna tap on Adina's picture. Now, to all of my amazing family on the line who is like me, and you might have a lighter hue, can I tell you something? Sometimes when we are making flyers of our beautiful brown brothers and sisters, sometimes the phones, flyers, these apps, what they do is every time you take the picture, it pixelates it. So if I take the picture from Facebook and make a flyer, and then take my flyer and put it in a every time I transfer the photo, it pixelates it, okay? It basically damages the quality. And when you are making a flyer of one of your beautiful brown brothers and sisters, what it does to them is it darkens up the picture every single time. And so you can't even see their facial structure, or like it just makes it mute. And so just be aware of that every time you're doing that, because it'll pixelate it. Another way that you'll see it is you'll see it like in the edges of a photo. You'll be like, what the heck happened in my picture? So that's what happens. So just be aware when you're making flyers that happens. If you have to open up the app and click the photo, you can actually you tap the photo, you can go to effects, and you can brighten the picture up just a tad. Do not make people look crazy, all right, y'all? I love you, but it's just something I have to teach you. Just a tad, so that way as you're transferring the picture, it will not mute their face out every time you share the photo or transfer the picture. Facebook is the worst on this, I've learned. If you take a picture from Facebook, pixelates it. If you then take the picture, post it on, again, it pixelates it. Then your friend takes it off to share it, every time you have a transaction with a photo on Facebook, it lowers the quality every single time. So just be aware when you're doing that with the photos. All right, so I'm on Adina's beautiful face on Pic Collage. I've made sure my picture looks good. And now I want this to fit into this beautiful circle over here. So I'm going to tap and hit cutout. What shape makes sense? The circle, right? Because we're gonna put it on the flyer that has a circle. Here's what you don't wanna do with this circle. You don't wanna do this. See how half my circle is out of the photo? Because then it's gonna give me a moon shape. You don't wanna do this because it's gonna cut off the top and it's not gonna fit in that circle on your flyer. You basically wanna find a way to position this so that it is showing her face and it's a circle. Now, here's what people do, especially someone says, I can't move the photo. All right, I'll go back to that. We tend to, especially women, we cut our heads off in every picture. I think it's the beautiful, like, if you're like me and you got a big forehead, right? You cut your forehead off so it could look smaller. I do this all the time, and I stopped doing it when I started making flyers because it's okay, Adina. I heard somewhere that pretty girls have big foreheads. So we take pictures, and every picture people send me, their heads cut off because it's like what we do. Just be more aware when you're sending me pictures for a flyer or when you're making your own flyer, you're gonna start going, why is everyone's heads cut off? This is what people do, right? So you wanna make sure, see, I have her face in the photo. This is a good little picture. Someone said, I can't move my photo. If you're on Pic Collage, Tammy, you just tap the photo. You should be able to move it up and down, just holding it, moving it around. All right, so now I got.
It moves it out of the frame.
It moves it completely out of the frame?
Yeah, when I tap it, I'm on an iPhone, so I don't know if that makes a difference, but when I tap it, it moves it out of the little blue, I don't know. it doesn't allow you to move the photos at all. Like if I move the photo, it takes it out of the square, and so then there's nothing there.
But are you like flicking it away, or are you just like moving it a little bit out of the way?
Hang on 1 second.
Because like if I do this, whoop, I could get rid of her photo, right? I can just flick it away. So just be careful that you're not flicking it away.
If I do that, like if I try to move it, that's what happens. Like it doesn't let me put her picture on top.
Oh, okay. Is it hiding in the background? Because that's what I was about to show you guys next. Sometimes the pictures, like if I tap the flyer, right? Look, it'll go in front of her picture. Because keep in mind, we have 2 pictures here right now. So if I tap her photo, well, then it'll go in front, right? So everything's layered on this app. What I'll do, Tammy, me and you will spend some time figuring out your app. Maybe if it's a glitch, you want to uninstall and reinstall, but you should be able to tap a photo and just kind of slowly move it without it disappearing. I've never had that. So
okay,
maybe we need to try re-downloading that app, or if that doesn't work, then me and you need to get on the phone. We'll share screen. Me and you will spend some time together, share screen, and kind of figure out what that is, because it shouldn't work that way.
Thank you.
Okay, you're good. And so now I'm going to take Adina's photo. Now look, guys, when I tap her photo, right, one of the options it gives me is I can take it to the back. All right. Obviously, that's not what I want to do right now. I want to take this one to the back. So I'm going to tap it again to the back. All right. Here's another little trick. Look, I'm going to tap Adina's picture. I know I'm going to use Adina's picture a lot. I don't want to have to go on Facebook every time I want to use it. So I'm going to collect her photo. Where did that go? Down here at the bottom, collected. These are all the images that I've collected because these are the ones I use the most, right? These are photos I don't want to have to go find on the internet. These are ones I've collected. So just a little tip there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Adina's picture and I'm just going to slowly open it up. Now, on this particular template, I know I'm going to have a little bit of hangover on the end. You see how it like hangs over? I'm going to show you guys how to address that in a sec. All right. But now I have her picture in there. Let me straighten it up. And it's set. Boom. Don't touch it. Leave it alone. Okay. Now, the next thing I want to do is I want to put her name on this flyer. With these flyers, you can actually just use the text option at the very bottom. All right. And I'm going to type Adina Allen. I'm going to put the first name and last name on top of each other so it can beautifully use up all this space right here. All right. I'm going to shake my phone to make sure that it's straight, because to me it might look straight. It's straight because the straight option didn't pop up. All right. And so that's it, y'all. That's it, literally. So now what I'm going to hit done. Okay. One more thing I need to do. I need to crop all the excess out of this photo. So I'm going to go to my photos, open, edit. It's loading it. And now I'm just going to crop out all that hangover, all that excess. Okay. And this is done. That is a simple rank up flyer. Okay. Her sister said, you might as well save that because she's going to hit that soon. I receive it. Okay, Bahamas. All right, so let's go back. Let's do, let me show you guys how to use the other format, the other template. I have this one, right? Again, I think this one, let me see, set the background, no. I'm gonna open it up so I can use it as my canvas. Same thing. I'm gonna open up her picture. Now for this, I'm not gonna make it a circle. I'm not gonna crop it into a circle. For me, I think it is okay to leave the full picture, especially because a lot of her picture naturally has a black backdrop and it kind of blends automatically, right? So Platinum 2000, boom, beautiful picture. I'm gonna open up my text. Again, Adina Allen. Let me see, put it on top of each other. Now, you guys see how on the other flyer, this skinny writing made sense. But on this flyer, it's like competing with everything else. You can't, the name, you don't see it that well. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tap on it, I'm gonna edit, and I'm gonna go find a thicker font that stands out more. See, this one definitely stands out, you know? And I'll change my mind. I don't wanna do the name on top of each other. I wanna do the name long ways so that I can make it really big and make it stand out. That's it. I could save this right now, okay? And then again, I'm gonna crop it. I'm gonna go to my photos. I'm gonna find this, edit. I'm gonna crop it. So all that extra nonsense in the background is gone. Once you start learning this, guys, you can make people happy birthday flyers, make them feel really special. There's all types of ways to use this little skill set. So boom, easy Platinum 2000 flyer, all right? I'm keeping it really simple, level 1. We're gonna definitely kind of upgrade our skill set and do another call where it gets a little intermediate. But for right now, simple 5-minute flyers, right? Let's go make a launch call flyer. Okay. I wanna show you, don't be intimidated by this. There's a lot going on in this picture, right? Y'all, I've been doing this for 7 years, so don't be intimidated by this. But I wanna show you what this flyer, you see what it really is. You see my wording, right? I'm gonna get rid of things one at a time. I'm gonna deconstruct it in front of you so you can go, oh, that's what that is. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, these are my words. You know where I got them, down here at the text, okay? I'm just picking text that makes sense for me. Okay, here, my text, my text. This is not text. When I tap this, it's not recognizing it as text, it's recognizing it as a photo. Why? Because this text is not from this app. This text is from Typorama. So I want to show you. We're going to go to Typorama. Sometimes I feel like I need a different text, or sometimes I want a colorful text that PicCollage doesn't offer. So I go to Typorama, I'm gonna hit transparent because I want the background to be transparent. And I'm gonna hit next. All right, and I'm gonna double tap. Let's say leveraging the world's, I'm gonna hit space because I want leveraging the world's on top. And then I want the rest of the sentence on the bottom, leveraging the world's largest financial market, right? You see this little red thing down here? Manual line breaks. When I have it on, and it's on right now, that means it's gonna respect the way I wrote this. It's not gonna try to switch it around and put leveraging the, and then worlds at the bottom. Sometimes if I take this off, it's gonna basically make its own decision about where the words go. But I don't want that. I know that I want leveraging the worlds on top, and I know that I want largest financial market on bottom, okay? You guys can play with it. So I have manual line break on. A line break is what it's referred to. So I have that, I'm gonna hit done. Okay, cool. I can go pick all types of font. This gets kind of fun, y'all. All right, and what's cool is each font has different options. See, I'm clicking on the same one, but it's giving me a little bit of a different variation. Okay, so I'm going to use this one, leveraging the world's largest financial market. I'm going to go down here to color, and I'm going to pick lime green. Now, here's why I love this app. Sometimes our backgrounds that I pick for a photo, like this one is a black background that we're on. That's simple. Sometimes it's gray. Sometimes it's white. And like if I put lime green on white, it's not that, the edges are not that sharp. Does this make sense? There are just certain colors that when they're together, they're sharp. Red on black, sharp, right? Just, you know, white on black, black on white, sharp. But then when I go play with some colors, it's not sharp and it's a little, I know because I'll find myself looking at a flyer and I'm like, what does that say? Right? It should be really clear. I love bold lettering, but sometimes that's not enough. So here's why I love Typorama. Let me see if it's, oh, it took away my share screen. Give me one sec. Share content screen and start broadcast. All right. So the reason that I love Typorama is because it gives me an option to do something that a lot of other apps don't do. It gives me the option to create a shadow. All right. If I have lime green on white, you'll be able to see it. It's not sharp. If I want to make it sharp, what I'll do is I hit shadow. I'm going to take the opacity all the way up. Opacity is just a word for like, how see-through is it? I don't want the shadow to be see-through. I want it to be powerful, like as much color as possible. So I'm taking it all the way up and I'm going to make my background white or gray or black or whatever makes sense. So the reason I use Typorama is because when I'm allowed to put a shadow on the wording, it makes it stand out more. I'm going to show you. All right. So I'm going to hit OK share. I'm going to hit done. Wait, OK share. Oh, OK share and then hit save. All right. So now it's saving this as a photo in my album. Let's go back to Pick Collage. Okay. I'm going to go to photos and boom, what's there? If you don't see it there, that just means you moved too fast between the apps. So go back to Typorama and let it load. Someone says there's 2 Typorama apps. I think that's only on Androids that there's 2. You kind of have to just open it and see which one makes the most sense. So now I have the photo of my words on Rodney's app, on Rodney's flyer, right? You guys see how I made words and it can go here. Now let me give you an example. All right, you see how I have lime green wording on a blue and a lime green background? This should not be clear. It should be a little lost, especially on the part of the flyer where it's green. Why can we see it clear? Because we have a black shadow background on it. Does that make sense? Just keep that in mind. That's like a little level up, y'all. You guys might start with really plain backgrounds, but a little level up, all right? So I'm just gonna get rid of that because I don't need it. I just wanted to show y'all that. This is how I made this font right here. This is how I made this font, okay? Now, backgrounds. Here's what I do. I go to Web image and I think, what do I want? I want kind of a black background. I don't want it to be plain, but I want it to be mostly black, right? So I'll put black background. Literally, I'll type this and I'll hit select. I'll hit search. Look at all the different types of black backgrounds I get. They're not just black, a plain background. I can choose this, right? Oh, no, that had something on it. I didn't see that. Okay, black background. I'm gonna choose this one. Okay, it's not plain. It's black, but it's not plain, right? So it gives me a little bit more dimension to my flyer. So I want to get out of this flyer because I actually use this template a lot, so I don't want to ruin it. I'm going to go and I'm going to create a new one with you guys. And we are going to do, I'm going to skip this for now. We're going to do a launch flyer for someone. So I'm going to hit black background. And I'm gonna look for the one I like. And here's what I'm gonna do, guys. Tap it, set as background. Why do I wanna do that? Because you'll be like making your flyer and then like, dang it, I tapped the background. Oh, now it's in the front. Oh, I lost, like, trust, this is what's gonna happen. So I wanna set the background. So as I'm touching my phone, it's not moving. I can trust that that's there. That's like my first layer, all right? Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my photos. I'm gonna take my title. Look how crisp that looks, guys, because I have that little shadow on it, right? Leveraging the world's largest financial market. When you're making a flyer, you gotta think of who, what, when, where. Who is presenting? Well, let's go pick somebody. I'm gonna go to my collected files. I'm gonna pick Mr. Andre. What is he presenting? He's presenting leveraging the world's largest financial market. When? Okay, let me think of a time. I'm gonna just use my regular text that's built in, and I'm gonna say that this is 10 a.m. CST / 11 a.m. EST. And I'm gonna pick a font I like. We're playing, okay? This is what I want y'all to do. I just want y'all to play along. Play with your apps. All right, so leveraging the world's largest financial market, 10 a.m. So I have my who, I have my what, I have my when. Well, I need to write his name, that's my who, and I need to tell people where to go, right? So I'm gonna do Chairman 1000.com, and I'm gonna do lime green. Or actually, let me do, I'll just do yellow, just cause. All right, so we're gonna position this down here. What I love about this app too is you can feel like the phone kind of vibrates to let you know when you have it straight and aligned. It'll like vibrate, click a little bit to kind of let you know, yep, that's in, it's in place. It kind of feels like a little Lego click on the phone. So I know that it's in place. My who, let's go ahead and hosted by Andre English, okay? I'm gonna change my font. I'm gonna put this up here, right? I got my who, my what, my when, and my where. Awesome. Now I'm done with the stuff that has to be on there. So let's play a little bit. I want an image of a phone, okay? We're gonna go to Webb image. I'm not just gonna type in phone though. I'm gonna type in Forex phone. I'm about to show y'all the hack of the world. Transparent. Why? Because I don't wanna have to cut this thing out. Boom, it gave me a transparent image. Okay, if I had just typed in Forex phone, it'll give me stuff, but stuff that has a background. And that's kind of like sloppy. Like this one happened to come in transparent, but I always type in transparent. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put this in the background. I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna double tap it and I'm gonna put this to the back. Nice, okay? Just playing with it until until my eyeball is satisfied. So I'm gonna move the name because I don't want it to be hidden. Put this over here by him. Oops. Sometimes you gotta get your little fat fingers to not mess up stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna put this over here by him. This is my background image. Tap it, push it to the back. I can have this image down here, tap it, push it to the back. Now here's another little thing to consider. Do you see how Andre's body is chopped off? It is like a harsh line. It's like obvious. And believe it or not, like the eyeball goes to that right away. Like, where's this dude's body? So what I like to do is I like to use light lines, okay? So I'll type in light line, transparent. And I can take any of these, and you guys are gonna start seeing my flyers now, and you're gonna start going, oh, I remember she taught us that. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this light line, I'm gonna open it enough, and I'm gonna put it right on top of the break of his body. It just gives it, it makes it make more sense to the eyeball, right? I could even take my wording and kind of bring it up here, you know, make it, okay, so this is a good lesson right here. You see how the wording is like, it's competing with everything. Why? Because it's competing with everything. So if I wanted to put Chairman 1000 right there, y'all, I would go to Typorama and I would use the shadow feature. Let me show y'all. All right, I'm gonna make it yellow again. But I have my shadow on, black, opacity all the way up. Okay, save, let it save. Come over here, now I have a photo of my word. I'm gonna get rid of this, and I'll put this up here. And I'm gonna tap it to make sure it's in the front. If you ever want something in the front, just tap it, it'll go to the front. You guys see how right away you can see that better? Okay, never underestimate using a shadow on your font so it can just be more clear to the eye, all right? That's what makes my flyers look different from y'all's. That's like the number one thing that makes it look different, is I'm using transparent clip art, and I'm using light lines so that we don't just have a bunch of chopped off paraplegics in our organization. And I'm using shadows for my wording. That's just what gives it that little bit of a professional edge, okay? For some reason, my Zoom keeps dropping off. Let me go back. All right, so I have my who, Andre English, my what, leveraging the world's largest financial market, my when, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time, my where, Chairman 1000. People can literally, they're all the details they need. You know, it looks a little plain in the lower left side. There's like, I feel like I need something there. So this might be where I can say, leverage your cell phone to make money, turn pennies into dollars, you know, go ahead and type that. Learn to make money from your smartphone. All right. And I'll make this white. I'll leave it white. And choose my font a little different, okay? Just adding something there. Doesn't need to be a whole lot, okay? It doesn't, just play with it, all right? The fact that, like, if you can just put a picture and words on a flyer, y'all, you're better than 99.9% of network marketers. You can create something they can't. So just give yourself grace, don't compare. And if you're like, I don't know what to put there, Wanda, let me show you all I have. Get rid of all this at the bottom. Let's just save this photo as is. We're gonna go to our photo album, and I'm just going to crop what I don't need. Why not? Boom. Isn't that a great flyer? It's just so simple. It looks clean, it looks super professional. If you don't have nothing to say, don't overthink it, you know, don't put nothing there. Just boom, this is it. So, all right, guys. I promise I wouldn't get too nerdy on this session. I just want to show you just some elements. Does anyone have any questions? We are gonna, I think we probably as a team need to do this more. And then what I'm gonna do is just layer a little bit more and a little bit more and get you guys to like mastery level. I probably need to tell Christopher Terry to give me a digital flyer CX class. No, but we'll just kind of keep it basic today. And then what we do is we're gonna layer, and I'll show you a little bit more about these apps. But honestly, y'all, I'm telling you, Typorama for your big words, create that shadow, it just does something extra so that your eyes aren't competing to look at, you know, it just does something extra. Your shadow, your light lines. Oh, one more thing. One more thing. For those of you who want to know how I cut him out of his picture, okay? You don't have to do this, y'all. Okay, this is leveling it up. But here, I want to show you. Okay, let's say I don't have someone cut out. Let's say I'm using Adina's picture, all right? Let me just find an attractive shape to cut it out, okay? I could use her. Look, that still looks good. But if you want to spend some time playing with something, I'm going to show y'all one more app. Cut Me In. You won't have to play with this one. But here's what I do. And I have the free version of this one. I go to the top right corner, okay? To cut someone out of a picture, y'all, there has to be an obvious separation between them and their background. So that picture of Adina, I wouldn't be able to cut her out of this. I wouldn't be able to do that. Let me see. Okay, so this is one of my girlfriends, Nicole Robinson. I'm gonna be doing a launch for, right? And she sent me this picture. So I'm gonna, you see at the bottom left, it's Target. All right, I'm just like scribbling in there, and this is gonna capture what it believes is her. Now, it left her hair out because it's not recognizing that the black hair with the black background. So I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit, and I'm gonna be like, hey, you forgot this, you know? You forgot her glasses. And I'm kind of just really getting detailed up in there. Boom. And I'm gonna come in here and have it grab the hair. Now, sometimes it'll accidentally grab some of the background. That's why you gotta be careful what you pick. I'm just gonna probably take my eraser and create a natural hair shape, right? It's not gonna be a straight line. I'm gonna kind of, who's calling me from Blue Ridge, Texas? Sorry, guys, somebody started calling me. But for the most part, if your person is separated it went off, from their background, you'll be able to get them really clean out of the picture. That's a free app. Okay, why isn't this sharing? 1 second, start broadcast. All right, so this is the app I use to cut you guys out. It is not letting me share no more with y'all. I'm happy I got to at least that part. All right, let me just show you on my screen. Okay, this is the app that I use to cut you guys out of your photos. All right, play with it a little bit. Look at how much it did on its own. It did pretty good on its own. I'm gonna make sure we get Sis's eyebrow. Oh, I have eraser on. You know, I'm gonna make sure we get her face features, and I'm gonna make sure we get some of her hair in there. But for the most part, that's kind of a lower level quality picture, and it is still pretty good. So if you want to cut someone out of a picture, I'm showing y'all this. For some reason, it's not letting me share, right? Then I just hit next, close the ad. I realize how impatient I am every time somebody tries to advertise to me. Close the ad. Man, someone is really blowing my phone up. Decline. Okay. And now that picture is automatically saved in my album. Okay, saved. I could come back to Pic Collage, open my photos, and boom, there she is. See, I can cut her out. Now, real quick, guys, this will be the last thing. All right. Let's get rid of beautiful Adina. Okay, you see how weird it is, just her floating up above everything? This is why I like to use pictures like this, because then I can kind of like hide the imperfections of the photo. I have that in front of her. I'm just gonna bring the words to the front. I'm bring all this to the front and hide her kind of behind this image of the phone. So that way that cut off shoulder right there, we don't even see it. Look, boop. And I'm just gonna bring the words to the front by tapping them. It's a little hard doing it backwards, but that's another little thing I do. Real talk, y'all, you don't have to be worrying about cutting someone out of a photo. Just use the crop with a nice clean edge for now. That it's still beautiful. So that's it, guys. That's kind of it. Let me go to the comments and see if there's any questions. I do have an appointment, so I want to make sure I'm on time. You guys can also unmute yourself if there's any questions. I want to see you guys make a flyer. Like if you make a little flyer and send it to me, I'll critique it. I'll tell you, awesome. Maybe a different color, you know, or your edges on that word doesn't really stand out. Let's put a shadow behind it. I don't see anything.
Hey, Wanda, I have a question.
Yes.
Hi. Question about the Pic Collage app. Now, I feel like I figured it out on my own, but just let me know. How do you get the Pic Collage logo to go away? I'm assuming you either have to pay for it, or then when you create the photo, you can go into your iPhone and just cut the bottom out. Yeah, okay.
Listen, all these apps have watermarks at the bottom. So this is, I kind of do really feel guilty to teach you how to use this for free. But what I did in the beginning when I didn't want to pay for that, and like, let's real talk, y'all, the apps are like $3-4 and you pay one time and you have them forever. So, meh. But when I wasn't trying to pay for no apps in the beginning, I would basically just make everything and just leave all my details away from the bottom. And then when I saved the photo, I would go and crop out the bottom so that the watermark wasn't there. So that's how I did it. Once you get your first residual paycheck, I would say make one of your first investments your little trading, your little flyer app, you know. But I'm all about no overhead, so crop out the watermarks for now. They do make it easy to crop out, Joy, I know. And like, I really do feel guilty right now teaching all that, but you're emerging entrepreneurs. So I know that when you get your money right and you have income coming in, you'll pay for it. Somebody is messaging me. Oh, somebody sent me a flyer. Oh, Charles, did you just do this? I mean, Chuck, why'd I call you Charles?
Charles is my real name. Chuck is what people call me. So I created this before today. So I created this before I learned all that. So now I'm gonna go back and I'll be able to edit and make it really look like a Wanda flyer. So
yeah, so I love this. It's so good. I don't know. Can you guys see can you guys see what he sent me? Yes or no? Let me see if I can.
No, Wanda, we can't see it.
Okay, let me share. All right, so he made this flyer for himself. I love this so much, Chuck. I love that you're focused and you're ready. So I love the light. The only thing I would change probably is where it says Mastery Academy into your head. Maybe move your photo over just a little left or even a little down, just a tad, so that way it's not cutting into your head. But other than that, this is fly. You don't even need me. This is good. This is really good. I love it. Good stuff. All right, guys. So let me send me flyers. I'll take them. Let's keep growing. Let's do this call again. Let's give it a couple weeks. Let you guys play around. Let's do it again, and I will pick it up a notch and show you guys how to add some lights. You know how when you see backgrounds and there's like, it looks like there's like light pinging off someone's shoulder, like a diamond reflecting. I'll show you guys how to strategically place lights. Like on Charles' photo, he has that light right on it, and it just does something extra to it. We'll kind of focus on that, and then I'll even show you guys a little bit higher level like font options for your pictures. So, but I want you guys to play and learn and kind of take it from there. I appreciate you guys so much. Typorama, if you guys have Android and you figure out which app people should be using, will y'all drop that in the groups and the telegrams? I don't have Android and I don't know which Typorama app they should be using. But if you figure it out, share with the team and throw it in there. I appreciate you guys so much. I love you. Thank you guys for being on. Make your flyers. I want to see them. I want to see y'all's chairman flyers. Celebrate someone on your team. Make a P150 flyer for someone and just put it in the universe. This is about to happen. So make your rank up flyers, definitely
Yeah, you have to die.
definitely put that in the universe. Definitely get that good energy. You know, I love making, I have a flyer for someone right now who's 20 away from 5,000. I don't even think she knows I have her flyer already made. And when she told me she was 50 away, I made that flyer and it's saved. I'm ready. And so there's something powerful about celebrating, even in private. So I want you guys to definitely get excited to build your teams and celebrate them. Recognition is so beautiful. It is so beautiful and people really need it. So, all right, guys, I do have an appointment. I got to get to, not that y'all care, but I'm getting my eyebrows microbladed today. For the men that don't know what that is, don't worry about it. All right, guys, I love you so much. You guys rock. Thank you, Joy. I appreciate you. Thank you, Yannette. I know, Yannette, I'm nervous, but I'm going to like this, I trust in life. Oh, I'm nervous. All right. So you guys have a wonderful afternoon. Today is Women Crushing It Wednesday. We have a 1 o'clock, a 7 o'clock, and a 9 o'clock. Y'all show up and run for these women. We got Orlandria B for first time doing Women Crush Wednesday with us. She'll be coming 7 at 1 p.m. We have Jessica Rani out of Canada. She's going to be doing the afternoon overview. Total rock star, total sweetheart. And then of course at 9 p.m. we're going to close the day with our strong, amazing, just totally kick butt on presentations, y'all. Tammy Washington, one of the best presenters in the company, for real. She's going to close us out for the day at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So 1, 7, and 9, you guys have the Women Crush Wednesday flyers in your telegrams. Go peep. Post it on your social medias, share and invite people. Let's invite. All right, guys, I love you. I gotta run and I hope you got some value out of this call today. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm here for you. We'll do another call like this, maybe next month. I'll put another Wednesday and we'll kind of level it up a little bit. Cool? All right, guys, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you for being on.
Thanks, Wanda.
Bye.